This is a walkthrough of the Submittable portal for the City of Austin's Heritage Preservation Grant, managed by the Heritage Tourism Division and administered by CRE Austin, a service of the Long Center for Performing Arts. All grant application content and program guidelines are produced by the City of Austin. You can find the most up-to-date information about this grant on the City of Austin Heritage Preservation Grant website. To do this, go to austintexas.gov/heritage-preservation-grant. First, to access the Submittable portal, go to thelongcenter.submittable.com/submit. When applying for grants, to start, on the Submittable homepage, scroll down and click Apply for the grant you are interested in. You will be directed to the account sign-in page. If you do not already have a Submittable account, please click Sign Up and enter your details. Otherwise, log into your pre-existing account. On the Grant Program Summary page, you will notice key information specific to the grant program you are applying to, including links to program-specific guidelines, fillable application templates, an FAQ, and more. Next, to access the Submittable application form, scroll to the bottom of the page. Here you will be asked to enter your organization or business employer identification number, or EIN. This step is optional. If you experience any difficulties with your EIN, click Skip and Continue to Application. Do not enter a social security number. Next, verify your email and then refresh the application page or click Proceed to the form. This will redirect you to an eligibility quiz. The program summary is restated at the top of each page in the application process. The eligibility quiz will verify that you are indeed eligible for that specific grant. If you receive an ineligible message after submitting the quiz and believe you filled it out incorrectly, go back to the home screen and try again. Or see the grant program guidelines for more details on the eligibility requirements. If you have any questions about the application or the Submittable platform, reach out to our application assistance team at 512-457-5156 or email us at applicationhelp@thelongcenter.org. If you are eligible, you will continue to the full application. If you wish to invite collaborators to your application, click Manage Collaborators and enter the emails of those you wish to invite. For a detailed explanation of who can be a collaborator, click the link provided in this section. Section 1. Project Contact Details. You will be asked to provide project contact information, basic organizational or business details, and select if you are a for-profit or non-profit organization. Section 2. Demographic Questions. This section is required by the City of Austin. All information will not be used to score the application, nor will it be seen by the application reviewers. Section 3. Project Information. This section begins the scored portion of the application. You will be asked questions about your project proposal, its location, and whether you are applying for a capital, planning, educational, or marketing grant. You must choose one of these pathways to see most of the scored application questions. Section 4. Preservation Impact. You will be asked narrative questions about your project's site history, proposed preservation efforts, risk of endangerment, and long-range or stabilization efforts. Section 5. Tourism Impact. You will be asked narrative questions about the marketing and advertising strategies you plan to use to promote the site's history within Austin's tourism industry. Section 6. Accessibility and Impact. This section asks about lack of access to previous funding and preservation technical assistance, and if the proposal includes community collaborations and accessibility accommodations. It also asks if the historical site is listed in the East Austin Historic Survey. Section 7. Project Management, Budget, and Project Bids. This section asks about the qualifications and experience of the project team, project manager, and if the proposal includes a detailed project budget that includes contractor, subcontractor, and vendor bids. Section 8. Project Budget. This budget table is used to describe your proposed activity's budget. To enter this information, click on one of the cells and enter the amount and description for each item. The bottom row of the budget will auto-sum the amounts entered. Your budget should equal the full award amount you are requesting that is supported within project bids you provide. Section 9. Required documentation. Applicants must upload all of the following documentation to confirm the requirements of the application. Historic designation documentation or approved historic designation determination of eligibility. Historic property site records, including maps, photos, or other historic records. For private property, an owner authorization form is required. For projects on city-owned parkland, an approved Community Activated Park Project CAPP review form. Demonstrated 2 years of operation in Austin. Detailed and thorough project bid proposal from each contractor, subcontractor, and/or vendor. Capital projects must also include how the project meets the Secretary of Interior standards for the treatment of historic properties. Section 10. Acknowledgement and attestations. This is the final section of the application. You will be asked to agree to several things, most of which you have affirmed in the eligibility quiz. You have now reached the end of the application. You can save a draft of your application to return to later by selecting the Save Draft button at the bottom of the page. To return to a saved draft, go to your Submittable profile and click Submissions, Drafts, Continue. Once you've completed your application and double-checked it for accuracy, click Apply. If working with collaborators, remember that only the primary account holder will be able to click the Apply button. Collaborators will not be able to submit the application from their accounts.
It's important to note that while the application window is open, you can make edits to your submitted application by filing a request to edit.
To do this, go to your Submissions page in your Submittable account. Click on the Forms tab and locate the Edit button at the top right of your screen. A pop-up request window will appear. Here you will enter the details, and a staff member will approve your request to edit.